Hello. All right, I gotta do some story mission here. I feel like being level 29, I'm a little bit OP for these for this, but we're gonna do it. What is this? It's a level 13 required level. I think I'll be okay. Map. What's outside? So we want boom. Boom.
Oh, I got a legendary scoundrel token. My follower cannot die.
Off on another adventure, are we?
Wait, what the
That's
fuck?
not how that's supposed to be done, but
I just noticed, Pickle, that I now have 3 bars of my ancient magic.
that's from doing the
Yeah, I think I've done 2 or 3 of them.
pools.
Welcome, everyone. I see you've already met some of the many beasts we study in this class. Though be advised, none of these creatures should be taken lightly. They are all in their own way dangerous, especially if one does not know how to handle them properly. Now, it seems many of you are out of practice. Let's take some time to review the basics of how to care for a beast, shall we? Miss Sweeting, would you please assist our new student with the lesson today?
Yes, Professor Howen. Hello, I'm Poppy Sweeting. Don't worry about Professor Howen's speech. She over-exaggerates sometimes. All the beasts in class are perfectly safe. Oh!
Miss Sweeting, pay attention, please. The tongue of a puffskein can be a slippery devil.
Yes, Professor. Here, you can practice on Gerald. Just keep an eye out for his tongue. You can use my brush. Just be gentle. Oh, and think pleasant thoughts. I like to think it enriches his experience. That's lovely. I'm sure he feels much better. I think he might be hungry. Would you mind giving him some beast feed?
You're using the wrong stuff.
You're backseating.
That's all I'm saying, Richard.
Hmm.
What do you suppose the pellets taste like to Gerald? Pudding, I like to think. I think we can safely say that Gerald likes you.
That's good news. He seems very nice.
He is. Kindness is one of his best qualities, right after ambition. And cleanliness.
Good work, everyone. Now, let's make our way to the pens and select another beast. And please, do be careful as you feed and groom them. Miss Sweeting, why don't you show our new student to the Neasels in the farthest pen?
This way. The Neasels are over here.
Oh,
Wasn't using
couple
the
of
wrong
knees
spell,
or
I just
whiskers
used
ought to
the
get
wrong
me a
item.
few canuts at least.
Enough to buy something from Honeydukes. Stupid thing.
What in Merlin's name are you doing?
Tus peculiar Poppy. Worried about a worthless little rodent.
Her name is Persephone!
Her name is Persephone.
That's really not funny.
Let's go.
Those two don't belong anywhere near this class. Poachers in training. Persephone was onto them instantly. Thank you for your help. Let's carry on. Feed and brush the measles just as you did with Gerald. The measles really took to you. They know a good egg when they see one. As do I.
It appears our time has come to an end. Please close the pens and see yourselves out. Now, where is our new student? Ah, there you are. I would like a moment, please.
Hello, Professor. You wanted to speak with me?
I did. How did you find your first beasts lesson?
It was wonderful. I believe I'm really going to enjoy this class.
Good. You seem to understand that when beasts are properly controlled, they can play a vital role in our lives. Some provide us with magically imbued materials, if cared for correctly, which does not include torturing them for whiskers. Well done, by the way. Probably best to let me handle it next time.
Yes, Professor.
They're nearly as bad as the Savagers in Rookwood's poacher pack. Sadly, we're the ones who suffer, stumbling over dead beasts. Terrible waste of resources.
Surely the poachers can be brought to justice by someone. The Ministry, perhaps?
An optimistic idea. Now, why don't we focus on more immediate matters that we can control? Professor Weasley has asked that I prepare some assignments designed to help you catch up to the other fifth years. Be on the lookout for my owl. Meanwhile, I also encourage you to study as many beasts as you can on your own time.
I need to talk to you. Come here.
Do you need something, Poppy?
Thank you again for saying something to those brutes so that I didn't have to. You were an augury at noon in the desert.
I certainly hope that's a good thing.
It's something my gran and I say. It means that something or someone is a welcome surprise. At least, that's what we decided it meant.
I couldn't stand there and watch them harm the poor thing.
We're of a similar mind. Actually, in light of that, there's someone I'd like you to meet. In the forest.
You've intrigued me. Very well. Lead the way.
I'd hoped I would. I wouldn't take just anyone there. In fact, you're the first.
Really? Well, thank you, I think.
As I said, we think alike. Pleasant surprise. Quite the weather we're having, don't you think?
Poppy, where are you taking me?
It really is much better if I just show you. Don't worry, we're nearly there. It's just ahead. stand back. Please meet Highwing. Isn't she just magnificent? Go on, introduce yourself to her. But be careful. You must always show hippogriffs the proper courtesy before you approach them. I knew it. I don't think I've ever seen a hippogriff take to someone this quickly. You can feed and brush her if you'd like. I come and check on her every once in a while. Bring her pasties, tell her what's going on in the castle. You wouldn't know from looking at her, but she's a dreadful busybody.
Might have almost fucked up right there.
Don't do that.
So,
I almost
what did
pulled
you
a
think
bark.
of Highwing?
What does that mean?
I did a dodge and almost fell off the fucking roof.
Oh.
I thought she was brilliant. Can't believe you introduced
Gravity
me
is
to her.
every game's
I
final
suspected
boss.
you two might get along.
Are you the reason students have been seeing hippogriffs flying above the Forbidden Forest?
Perhaps. Did you know that once you earn a hippogriff's trust, they'll always be there for you? I've seen it firsthand with her.
How exactly did you and Highwing cross paths?
It's a longer story. But I
Hello,
rescued
thanks again
her
for the
from
lurk,
poachers a few years
Huntsman.
back. Got her to safety and, well, she was fine until recently.
Enjoy the lurk.
You may have noticed that poachers are something of a problem in the
Oh,
area.
hello, Hannah.
So
I
I
didn't
worry
notice
they
you
could
were
get
being
her
cursed.
again.
I'm sorry.
And I might not be there next time.
Professor
face.
Howin mentioned the poachers as well. She seemed to imply that we couldn't rely on the ministry to help.
I don't often agree with Professor Howin, but on
Bless
that,
you.
I fear she's right. The
Yeah, that's
poachers'
really starting to
influence is growing. I see them every
Stop
day in the
sucking in your
village,
hiccups.
lingering, talking to people. They're up to something. I'm just
If
not sure what.
only I had control over what happened.
You do.
That does seem strange. Sounds as if they're
Just
planning
remove
something.
your diaphragm.
Exactly.
You won't have
I
hiccups
think I'm
anymore.
going to look into it. Find out what's going on, what they're doing.
I think that's a fine idea. Information is power.
And the more I know, the better I can keep Highwing safe.
You seem undeterred. Will you let me know what you find out?
Oh, very well. I will. I should be going, but we'll speak again soon, I hope.
Oh, dang it.
Dang it, Rick and Bobby.
What, baby?
Shake and bake.
What the fuck? That puzzle was easier than the other one.
Hello, friend. I wonder if you might stop by the Three Broomsticks when you can. I would like your help with something.
As I mentioned, my
Don't
sister
pick
Anne
on the game,
misses
so
Hogwarts,
good.
and she hasn't been herself lately.
Yeah,
I'd like to
okay.
take you up on your promise to visit her.
No, the
I'm
word
heading
is-
to Feldcroft soon, so I'll look forward
I
to
didn't
seeing
even
you.
know he switched games.
It's just south of Hogwarts. By the way, hope you're faring well with the blasting curse. It's still one of my favorites.
Now that you've attended Beasts class, I've asked Deke to assist you in using the room to further your studies in that regard. Please meet him there when you can.
I've not heard from my uncle
Mama can
Roland
reach the
in
TV.
quite
I can't
some
reach the
time.
TV, babe.
I've been beside
Mom,
myself with worry. Could you meet me in
Mm-hmm.
the courtyard?
You're trying to catch one now?
Yeah, I need a girl. I want a baby hippogriff.
She over here breeding. Gotta catch 'em all, Pickle.
Fucking
Where
hippogriff
he
mill
lives
over
at.
there. Some illegal activities.
Hold it. It's the Hippogriff Police.
Aren't you the student who ran all those goblin loyalists off? I can't tell you.
You brush your teeth?
Where the hell does this power cable lead? Oh, up there. Okay.
Does it get any more cozy than Hogsmeade?
Thank you again for delivering those potions to Madame Wow.
Glad you came.
Hello, Serona. I received your owl. How are you?
Hello, my friend.
What?
Did you ever find Lodgok?
I did, thank you. In fact, we're working together to try and rein in Ramrock.
Are you? I suspected you and he would get along. Perhaps best I don't know details of your plans. And I shall refrain from telling you to be careful yet again. But I hope you will be.
Of course. Your owl mentioned you're needing my help with something?
I do. I thought you might be just the person to do a favour for my friend Dorothy Sprottle in Upper Hogsfield.
I've actually met Mrs. Sprottle. I recently spoke with her about her friend Claire Beaumont.
She's lovely. Her late husband Aidan was a friend of my father's. In fact, I'd stay with Dot and Aidan the summers I waited tables here as a student. I've seen her a few times since Aidan passed, but the pub's been so busy lately, I've not been as attentive as I'd have liked. I wonder if you might pop in and see her. She may need some help collecting ingredients for her supply of Wiggenweld
much
potion.
faster than the broom.
And you could retrieve something of mine in the process.
Is it?
Box, full of old letters
Oh, hell
and
yeah.
such.
And you don't have to hold the...
Why did Mr. and
Big
Mrs.
boosty button.
Sprottle have your box of letters after all this time?
It's one of a few that I had when I was young. Dot found it when she was clearing out a closet. Can't imagine what's in there. Probably terribly theatrical. The ramblings of a teenage witch and her friends. You're welcome to take a peek inside, if you do find it. To be honest, I'd imagine it contains some lovely memories.
Why does Mrs. Sprottle keep a supply of Wiggenweld potion on hand?
Dot's a skilled potioneer. She's been supplying travelling vendors with Wiggenweld potion. An ordinary precaution that has, unfortunately, become a necessity, what with Ranrock's loyalists disrupting the trade routes.
I'll try to go and see her when I can.
It would mean the world to me, and to Dorothy. Aidan was bringing the box of letters to me when he was taken ill. Dot can tell you where he might have dropped it. You'll find the hamlet just north of Hogsmeade. Please do give Dot my love.
Hogsmeade, here I come. These rocks have seen better days. Ah, Upper Hogsfield. Now where to find Mrs. Sprottle?
Oh.
Nice to see you again, Mrs. Sprottle. Actually, Sirona Ryan asked if I'd come and see you.
Oh, dear Sirona, a gem. Has been for as long as I've known her.
She thought you might need help collecting ingredients for your Wiggenweld potion.
And she's correct. My darling Aidan used to collect Horklumps for me. Since he died, my supply has dwindled.
I'm sorry for your loss, Mrs. Sprottle.
Oh, thank you. Love of my life. A bit lost without him. If you wouldn't mind gathering some Horklumps for me, I'd be happy to compensate you for your time.
Believe it or not, I have some with me.
Oh, thank you. How wonderful. The travelling vendors will be thrilled to replenish their stock of Wiggenweld potion.
Sirona also mentioned that Mr. Sprottle was bringing her a box of letters when he fell ill.
Indeed he was. I'd almost forgotten. I stumbled upon it just before Aidan died. He was hoping to go through it with Sirona over a butterbeer or two. Those two were always like two bowtruckles in a branch. Aidan took ill when he was collecting Horklumps on his way to see her. He made it home, but I fear he dropped the box in the cavern. The cavern is in the hills just southwest of our hamlet. You can gather Horklumps and collect the box of letters there.
Sirona said she lived with you during the summers when she was at Hogwarts. What was she like?
Goodness. Well, she was almost exactly like she is now. Charming, good head on her shoulders, taking care of everyone. I can't tell you the fun we had when she and her friends would visit us during the year, all buzzing about, practicing charms. Talented group. Her friend Mirabelle was a genius in the garden. Learned it all from her muggle parents, if you can believe it.
Do you remember anything about the letters you put in the box?
Oh, of course. A few letters from some of her school friends. Some nice memories. I even included a letter Sirona had written to me when she was staying with us. Thought she might enjoy reading it. I know when I read writing from my youth, I'm always astonished at how much I've changed, and yet remain the same.
Thank you, Mrs. Sprottle.
Thank you. I'll be here if you are able to collect those Horklumps. I, and the vendors I help, would greatly appreciate it.
My mother used to always say, a clear head makes way for a clear path. I don't know what your path is, since your head's never seen a clear tie. I'm sure there's... Potato!
Guardian Olivia Luma, Expelliarmus.
I can get that goblin house back. You're the little...
A lucky shot.
Time to get my claw.
Levioso.
You made one.
Confront.
Plum
Defender. Confront.
Expulso. I think that one hurt.
What have you...
Levioso. Confringo. Defender.
Bless you.
Defender. Accio. Levioso. Confringo. Defender.
doctor!
You're putting me to sleep.
Let's play predator and prey, shall we?
Levioso. Defender. Confringo. Accio. Levioso. Wingardium Leviosa. Accio. Confringo. Defendo.
They come after me. I'll stick 'em like a thumbnail.
Abandoned long ago, no doubt.
I would say that I can assure you, none of us are intimidated by your rash decisions, especially the one where you ended up with an actual rash.
This must be the cavern Mrs. Sprottle mentioned. Petrificus totalis. Sprottle, but I still need to visit the cave to find Zerona's box of letters. Better have a look around. See about the Hawk Clumps and the box of letters. That's all the Hawk Clumps for now. Mrs. Sprottle should be pleased. Confringo! Confringo! Confringo!
Okay, I now have 4 hippogriffs.
Lumos.
You have how many hippogriffs?
I got Highwing, Go, and the 2 I caught earlier.
Huh? Highwing and who?
Toigo? Algo?
You got to keep the other hippogriff?
I got, that's...
I only got 1 hippogriff.
I got
Highwing.
2. And a Thestral. I got 3 flying mounts from that quest.
The main story one?
Yeah, it's a main story.
And a Thestral.
Either I'll have to
Yeah, I
fight
got
that
4
troll,
hippogriffs.
or avoid it altogether.
Do you not give me the Dark Arts package? Because you got the Dark one from the Dark Arts package.
Yeah.
Not to mention, I can't find a boy hippogriff.
I found one over at that.
Confringo! Defender! Protego! Stupefy! Accio! Confringo! Defendo! Confringo!
Pre-order bonus.
Confringo, defender.
It wasn't part
Stupid. Confringo, defender.
Actually, I think too many hit moves there.
Stupid. Confringo. Defender.
You put your first roll on this.
Confringo. Confringo, defender.
I get to have all them.
Should think they felt that in London.
I have to go get toads now.
Maybe I got the swamp when I got the toad.
This must be Sorona's box of letters.
Oh, that picture makes sense now.
I should take this box. I think that's it.
Oh, the beach picture.
Yeah.
Sorona will be glad to have this back.
There we go. Oh, I'm dumb.
Confringo!
Whew, that took me much longer than it should have. My brain, shit wasn't cooperating.
Revelio. Confringo.
Wait, what?
What? Wait, what?
How?
I don't understand how. I just solved this puzzle, and I don't understand how I got the solution. I don't understand it. I definitely think I'm wrong.
Confringo.
Yeah,
Shit.
I don't know what I'm doing.
Okay, well, I guess you can fall far enough that you die.
Revelio. Revelio. Sometimes it seems all roads lead to Hogsmeade. Hello, Sirona. I have good news. I was able to provide your friend Mrs. Sprottle with some hawk lumps for her Wiggenweld potion, and I found your box of letters.
Oh, thank you. I knew you were the one to ask.
I wondered about some of the letters in the box.
Of course. It appears most of the letters were from fellow students.
One of the letters mentions Quidditch practice. Did you play?
I did. Was the Ravenclaw Seeker for 3 years. Oh, Merlin's beard. I adore Quidditch. Nothing like the feeling of catching the golden snitch when your team's down by 140 points.
Okay.
I'll never forgive Professor Black for cancelling it this year. I missed cheering for Ravenclaw.
I saw a letter from someone named Mirabelle. Is that Professor Garlick?
It is. Still one of my dearest friends. I know she wouldn't mind you having seen that letter. She and I are of a similar mind, especially when it comes to young people. We believe experience to be an invaluable teacher. To borrow a phrase from Mirabelle, it's a joy to see anyone blossom, but particularly one who doubted they ever would.
I spotted a letter from you to Mrs. Sprottle. You two seem to have a lot of fun together.
We
I
do.
think I just
She
killed
taught
the
me so
boss
much
by
during my
knocking it
summers with
off
her
the
and
level.
Aiden. I shall be the first to admit that adolescents aren't always the easiest to understand. And not everyone was
a
as
tough
kind to me
fight.
as the Sprottles. But the depth of their kindness, and that of so many of my friends, got me through...
Gravity
well,
is the boss's final
got me
boss
through
too.
some challenging times,
Apparently.
to put it mildly.
Yeah, I got the big health bar at the top of the screen.
I'm glad I could be of help.
Hit the button for
Mrs. Sprottle
ancient
sends her
magic,
best.
and next thing
Don't
I
know what
know,
I'd
it
have done
fell
without
off.
her and Aiden. Thank
Dead.
you, again, for helping her.
Easiest
And
boss
for
fight
returning this
ever.
box of letters. It's nice to reflect on good memories.
I do think, however, that was a mini boss, not the main boss of the area. Oh yeah, there we go. There's the big boss. Oh, Alright, this might be a fight.
Does it get any more cozy than Hogsmeade?
I'll fix him, that charm grinder.
Sir, is everything all right?
How kind of you to ask. The name's Ackley Barnes, and no, it is not. I'm plotting a sort of revenge against my ex-business partner, a conniving fiend by the name of Alfred Lawley. He cut me out of our herbology supply business, just as we were getting started. Said I was too volatile to work with. I'll show him volatile.
That must have been frustrating for you.
Yes, it was. Terribly. I'm simply passionate about my work. Supercilious fool. He's passionate about things too, as I intend to remind him by relieving him of his prized possession. A venomous tentacula he's grown from a seedling that was to be the keystone of our business venture. I can't get anywhere near it with Ruth Singer watching me like an augury. Lawley's doing, no doubt. But no one would suspect a student. How would you feel about committing some grand plant larceny?
You said Mr. Lawley was your ex-business partner. What were you working on?
I had an idea to train venomous tentacula, create guard plants, if you will, that attacked when ordered. We hit a snag when one ate Lawley's Kneasel. After that, he cut me out of the business, the short-sighted fiend.
Why do you need Mr. Lawley's venomous tentacula in particular?
Simple. If I have it, then Lawley doesn't. Ergo, I can launch my business, and he must start all over again. I'm killing 2 snidgets with 1 stone.
What else is in Mr. Lawley's cellar?
All of Lawley's herbology supplies. He has quite the collection. Fill your pockets while you're there. Or to slow him down for a bit, and I can get my business going minus any competition.
I'll get the venomous tentacula for you.
Marvelous. I know a fellow seeker of justice when I see one. Take as many herbology supplies as you like while you're in his cellar. All I ask is that you bring me the venomous tentacula. Remember, I just need that venomous tentacula.
Seems I need to This must be it. This must be the cellar. Now to find that venomous tentacula. Better not let Mr. Lawley see me.
What could be stirring in the cellar? Must have been the spiders.
Aloha Mora. Where is that venomous tentacula? Revelio. Petrificus totalis. So many spiders. To wonder they haven't taken over the whole house. Confringo! Defender! Levioso! Accio! Confringo! Defender! Confringo! Accio! Revelio. Now that I have the venomous tentacula, I should return to Mr. Barnes. Confringo!
Completed that errand?
Hello, Mr. Barnes. I have that venomous tentacula.
Wish I could see Lawley's face when he realizes his prized possession is gone. We'll see who's volatile now. Well done. I'll take it off your hands now.
It wasn't as easy to come by as I had expected. I'd like to be paid for my troubles.
Only fair, I suppose. I can respect your business acumen. Here's a little something for your next trip to Zonko's. Thank you again for your help. I suspect you have a bright future.
You're back. Nice to see you again. You'll be thrilled with that broom, I promise you. Thanks for stopping by. Hope to see you again.
Revelio.
Handy resource indeed, your field.
Hello, Adelaide. I received your owl.
Thank you for coming. You see, my uncle Roland is a metal trader who's quite well known in the goblin community. He normally sends me owls every week when he's on his business travels. In his last owl, he alluded to dealings with those radical goblins, Ranrock's loyalists. It's been ages since that owl and I'm worried. What with the troll attack on Hogsmeade and the rumours that goblins may have been involved, well, I'm fearing the worst. Should I be worried about my uncle, or am I overthinking this?
I think you're right to be concerned, Adelaide. Your uncle may be in trouble.
You're much more understanding than Professor Weasley. She heard I was going to look for him and forbade me from leaving the grounds. She's convinced he can handle himself, but I can't concentrate on anything until I know he's all right. Could you try to find out for me? From what I hear, you're almost as adventurous as Uncle Roland.
Has your uncle traded with many goblins?
Yes, for ages. Even speaks gobbledygook. But he only recently mentioned Ranrock's lot, insisting the galleons were worth the risk. He does it for me. Between robes and supplies, attending Hogwarts costs a fair sickle. And besides that, Uncle Roland has expensive taste. He's sacrificed so much for me over the years. I promised him that as soon as I finish Hogwarts, I shall be the one taking care of him.
I take it you and your uncle are close.
We are. My mother died when I was born, and I lost my father when I was 5. Uncle Roland's looked after me for as long as I can remember. He knows I get anxious when he travels, and that's why he sends me all the owls, to let me know that he's all right.
I'll try and look into it for you, Adelaide.
Thank you. He's very thorough in his record keeping, notes all his trades in a journal, makes maps. In fact, in his last owl, he drew me a map of his next stop. He planned to set up camp north of here. I do hope you're able to find out where he is. Thank you again for any help you can provide. Oh, Uncle Roland, what have you got yourself?
Could this be Mr. Oakes' campsite? Ranrock's loyalists, just ahead. Should I take them by force or be discreet?
Another human? Oi! Pass that fire whiskey over here.
Arrest them, Memento.
Ready to fight!
Leviosa! Bingo! Defender!
I won't rest
Accio!
You will suffer.
Leviosa! Confringo! Now to find out what happened here. Mr. Oakes' trade journal. Adelaide said that her uncle kept notes of his trades, maps. Perhaps these landmarks will lead me to him. Mr. Oakes' trade journal. Revelio. A rock formation. That's the first landmark on this map. Now to find the crooked tree.
Who says crime doesn't pay? Right, I'm practically swimming in galleons.
A crooked tree, just as the map said. The crumbling tower shouldn't be far from here. And the crumbling tower. The spot on the map should be directly south of here.
Alright. Getting pretty stiff, so I'm gonna call it here. Potentially reconvene tomorrow.
I could fall dead asleep on my feet, I could.
With whatever our next quest will hold.
What do we have here?
We shall see. Until then.
How nice to see you, my young friend.
Wingardium Leviosa. Accio.
Won't get away with that.
Accio. Confringo. Accio.
What the fuck is this?
What the fuck happened there?
I have
That's
no
supposed to
idea.
That's Twitch's notification saying I rated over. What the fuck just happened there?
I have no idea.
That's a Twitch thing. It's not the bot, it's not us, so
Well, thanks for the raid nonetheless.
Thanks for raising something non.
just as confused as everybody else now.
Non-total raised so far for exclamation mark non more days to show support, cheer and include. Learn more at.
Goodness. I may have more luck higher up in the keep.
Twitch pretty drunk today. OBS just crashed.
Accio.
Leviosa.
Pull up your the sharing of the screen.
I won't get to tell me either if you've done it, but you can tell me that you've done it. Don't tell me what the answer is.
I'm just curious as to what your puzzle looks like.
This button.
A ladder. That's what I need.
There we go. Can you see it?
One sec. And,
Levioso. Accio. Confringo.
I will make you pay.
Levioso. This is the spot on the map. I'd best have my wits about me. Defender. Maxed.
I have no idea. Okay, that's fine. It's time for me to ask you a different question.
You can't stop me.
Okay. Let me show you the first puzzle, and you can tell me if you've done it or anything like it. Okay, have you done one of these yet?
I'm confused by why is it all lit up?
Stone walls do a prison.
That just means it's the active one. Like the other two aren't active yet.
Yeah.
So I could do like the lines on it, but I don't know what.
I'm running.
Not the best place for an unaccompanied
Yeah,
student.
I've tried a bunch of Okay, so you've never seen one like that. That's fine.
Levioso.
Running straight up didn't work.
No.
Like, I don't see anything there that.
Get back over here. So I've solved most of the stuff in this little area to activate the laser.
Someone there.
But I have not yet solved. Do you know what this bottom symbol with the bunch of dots means?
Nope.
Accio.
Okay. I also don't know what something up there does. Have you been to the windmill yet? I haven't been there yet.
I have not been to the windmill. Have you been to the the boat dock area?
Which boat dock? I've been to 3 different boat docks.
It's the one where all the mirrored puzzles
Then
were.
no, I have not been to anything with mirror puzzles yet. Let me see if I can find it.
I think it's straight ahead. Because it was.
Is this one on? No.
I wound up in these trees before I went to the boat.
Did you do this puzzle yet?
Yes, I've done this one.
Okay. Okay, that I can do. I know how to solve that puzzle already.
That.
This way?
That one.
Accio.
You have to go to the left. But yeah.
Oh, then I've done this before. This part.
Accio. Confringo. Defender. Your blood's on Ranrock's hands.
You've done the mirror puzzles then.
Oh, that's what you meant by mirror puzzles? Oh,
Yeah.
I see what you're saying.
They're
Yes, I've
mirrored.
done well. Okay,
Hello,
I haven't finished
Hamura.
this one yet. But it's also very hard to see. So.
I finished that one. How did you open that door without finishing that full set of puzzles?
I don't know. I probably finished that puzzle and then
Defender.
took it off.
That set of puzzles is supposed to open that door.
Maybe I was on the
It
roof
looks
and I
as
did
though
something.
Adelaide's instincts were spot on.
Oh yeah, it just turned me all around. Oh, I can't see shit though. I definitely did this at some point. I remember doing this. There. It's all now.
Maybe you clicked it afterwards and it.
I probably clicked it afterwards and tried to solve it the other way too. Because sometimes you gotta solve it like multiple ways to get all the lights to turn on. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, I have done this part. This was like one of the first areas I did actually. Now that.
Yeah. That's what I meant by mirroring. Revelio. Two things and they were.
Gotcha. I thought you meant like you actually had to look
actual
like,
mirrors.
Defender. Confringo. Levioso. Confringo.
You found any of the hidden little voice box things?
Accio.
Oh, there's a lot to be hidden to be looking for.
Confringo.
I don't think I remember where one is. There might be one up here.
Ranrock will lead us to victory!
Damn it.
Did you do that little board on the end of the dock?
This guy here?
No.
Oh yeah, to bring the boat up?
Defender.
Yeah, this boat up here is I found it 4 different places.
I will make you pay.
I don't know what the hell I'm supposed to do with that map that it gives me, but I found the boat a bunch of places.
Accio.
I have 1, 2, 3 lasers heading towards the center. Right now. I don't know what they do. I haven't been to the center.
Ranrock Revelio.
No, I have some lasers.
Confringo.
Going in circles.
I was looking for like my ramp off.
That very beginning area, did you ever figure out how to get upstairs?
Look.
A boiler door.
Remember in one of the corners there was one of the puzzles that had 2 outlets to it?
Revelio.
One unlocked the door and the other one like it went upstairs or something.
I think I'm going the wrong way.
I never did find my way upstairs.
Yeah, I think I got upstairs. Hold on, let me see if I can find it.
I don't know, I'm already lost.
I am too. I'm just kind of running in a circle, hoping for the best.
He'll learn it. I won't.
I also just there's definitely puzzles that I like was at and I didn't know how to do the solution, so I just left. And I should just go back and fix those.
I feel like there's like a tutorial puzzle to each of them. But the fact that it's so open world,
you could definitely miss them.
You miss them.
Well, anytime today, Bridge.
Confringo.
Oh, this puzzle pissed me off. That's.
Which one, the bridge?
No.
If you don't fill up so much, you can actually go.
Levioso.
Oh god, I already forgot how to do this. What was the answer?
As if you could best the likes of me.
Confringo.
Don't do that again, I beg you. I can do this for hours. One less.
Confringo. Defender.
No!
Levioso!
I have no legs to jump with, apparently. Ugh. I also am allergic to a very small amount of water.
I missed. Puzzle makes my brain hurt.
You won't get away with that.
Bastard. Dumb.
You only have Ranrock to blame.
Bridge. Thank you.
Revelio.
Oh my god, I finally got it. Jesus Christ.
Bro, I am so lost.
Fuck you, game. Fuck you, game.
And you know what? Like, there's no, like... I don't know how to describe this. I keep waiting for, like, a jump scare or something to happen in this game, you know what I mean? Like, it has an ambiance that I'm like, oh, they're gonna try to scare me, but, like, they don't.
Revelio.
Yeah, see, there's another duck.
Ah.
This must be Mr. Oakes' wand. Perhaps now he can set himself free.
Babe. Look at the top ball.
What the fuck do you call that thing?
An easel.
Oh.
Revelio.
I'm very lost.
Confringo.
Where is the starter area? What did it even look like? It was like a castle?
I say let him rot in
Like
the
a
cave.
castle ruin.
He'll soon regret not bringing us the medal.
Arrest him,
Not there. Not there.
Accio.
Was that your best?
Levioso.
There?
Accio. Confringo.
I won't rest.
I think it's over by that desert.
Please, for the love of God, tell me this is not a four-way mirror.
Hello? Mr. Oakes?
Yes, I'm here. They've taken my wand. This cell has an enchanted lock. I have experience with these locks, but I need my wand
What?
to have any chance of opening it. Look for a boiler door. I've heard them speak of it.
Fortunately, I've already found your wand, Mr. Oakes.
Oh, okay.
Hurry, before they come.
That's an interesting bit of the puzzle. Okay.
You did it!
There you go.
Found
Okay,
my
Pickle. Here,
wand
pay attention
and...
for a sec.
Wait,
Okay.
you're a student?
This thing right here is a little
we
voice
must get you to
recorder, and it
safety
plays you like a
immediately.
little snippet.
It's
that's just like a
dangerous.
famous quote.
It's all right, Mr. Oakes. I've dealt with these goblins before.
Dear Merlin, you're either
Interesting.
very lucky
Okay,
or
I'll keep
very
an eye.
talented.
I found like
How did you find me?
usually if like you
I'm a
get
friend
someplace
of
that you're like, oh,
Adelaide's.
this place
She
is
was
kind of hard
worried
to
about
get
your
to.
business with Ranrock's loyalists.
Oh, she was right to be. I couldn't go through with the agreement, and when I told them, I ended up blindfolded and behind bars. Been locked in that infernal cell for so long, they'd forgot I was even there. I overheard things. If only I could reward you for what you've done. Blasted goblins stole every canut on me. All I can say is thank you. Truly.
Am I right that you speak gobbledygook?
Unbeknownst to Ranrock's fiends, I do. I've always had an affinity for goblin culture. Knew I wanted to be a metal trader ever since I was a lad. It wasn't easy learning the language. It's complex, and my memory's as weak as my knees these days. But after decades working with fine goblin folk, I grew fairly proficient. At least, I'd like to think so.
You mentioned you overheard things.
Sad tale, really. I think I know where Ranrock's unfortunate vendetta against wizardkind began. Although dragon breeding was outlawed by the Warlocks Convention of 1709, Ranrock stumbled upon an illegal dragon camp. He was young, found the creatures fascinating. He'd visit the camp in secret whenever he could, never making his presence known. After weeks of sly surveillance, he finally summoned the courage to speak to the wizard in charge. Ranrock wanted to join them, and the creatures. The wizard happened to drop his wand. Ranrock saw an opportunity. He picked it up, went to hand it back as a means of introducing himself. The sight of a goblin with a wand sent the wizard into an instant rage. He beat Ranrock nearly to death. Ever since, Ranrock has despised wizardkind, sees us all as cruel.
I'm grateful I was able to help you, Mr. Oakes. Adelaide thinks the world of you.
Oh, and I her. She's become quite savvy to my trading habits, always analyzing my detailed owls. If only I hadn't resorted to trading with such fiends. A lesson I shan't soon forget. Having my wand back is like being reunited with an old friend. I must return home and inform Adelaide of my safety. Will you be all right?
I'll be fine, Mr. Oakes. You get back to Adelaide. I assure you, her worries outweigh yours.
Oh, I'm anxious to see my dear niece. And then I plan to travel far from here for my next round of trading. Thank you. May life reward you justly for your deeds. Be well, my friend.
Mr. Oakes was lucky. Ranrock's lot would never have freed him. Revelio.
Correct.
Okay.
Perhaps not the best place to be caught alone. Defender! Confringo! Potato! Stupid! Confringo! Defender! Potato! Stupid! Oh, here's a sad looking place. Confringo! Defender! Rest?
Deke. Ah, Deke is so happy to see you. Deke noticed this bag in the room the other day. You must need it to help with your schoolwork. Deke has seen one of these before. Deke calls it a knapsack. Perfect for gathering and transporting beasts. Pleasant little breeze.
I have been thinking about something Professor Howin said in Beasts class, that I should study as many beasts as I can on my own time. She also mentioned that poachers have been active in the area. So, perhaps the beasts will be safer with us than out on their own.
Precisely what Deke was thinking. You see, the room knew exactly what you needed, and luckily, Deke can show you how to best use the knapsack and where. Come along, then. Our first stop will be beyond the castle ground.
I'm ready to learn how to use the knapsack.
Perfect! Deke loves an outing. A nasty poacher. Deke hated working for him. He did horrible things to beautiful beasts. Oh. It was during those days that Deke first saw a knapsack. It'll be nice to see one used for good. We have arrived. Deke enjoys coming here to watch the beasts, especially the potful of puffskeins nearby. It will be nice to keep them safe. All you will need to do is get close, direct the open knapsack toward the puffskein, and in it'll go.
All right. No need to be difficult. I mean you no harm. Arresto momentum.
You got one!
Settle yourself. I mean you no harm.
Deke thinks you should be proud of all the potions you've brewed.
I managed to rescue a puffskein.
You can rescue as many as the knapsack will hold. Poachers capture puffskeins and, well, Deke isn't sure what they do with them. Deke is certain they will be safer with you. Now, not all beasts will be as simple to rescue as a puffskein. Deke suggests you next find a beast that can fly. A jobberknoll, perhaps.
All right. Where would I find one?
Deke knows of some to the west, nesting in a large tree overlooking Hogwarts. But we must be careful. Deke has seen poachers in the area recently. Deke will meet you there whenever you're ready.
Revelio.
I've returned.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
Hello, Deke. Shall we continue?
Oh, good. Deke was worried about you, what with all the poachers in the area. Perhaps we should work quickly. The jobberknolls are just here, in this large tree. If it's helpful, Deke has seen Levioso used to slow flying beasts. Easier to get in close and use the knapsack.
What if I can't find any beasts in their usual habitat?
Beasts won't stray too far from their homes. Look nearby or simply wait a moment, and they should return.
Do you have any advice on how I can rescue more elusive beasts?
Levioso is not only helpful when rescuing flying beasts, it can also help rescue beasts that are generally hard to catch. Try using that spell the next time you encounter a small or otherwise elusive beast.
Would you mind talking a bit more about what it was like working for your former master?
Deke's master was not kind to beasts, or to Deke. He saw beasts only as a source of income, to be used for potion ingredients and labor, and Deke will not say more. But Deke is grateful to be at Hogwarts, where he can help care for beasts and make amends for the things his master made him do.
Then I shall go and rescue a jobberknoll.
Good luck. Deke will be waiting.
Arresto momentum. Professor Howin will never believe this. I rescued a jobberknoll.
Deke hopes your jobberknoll finds the knapsack nice and cozy. Poachers want them for their feathers, and are not kind when they gather them.
Are there any other beasts nearby?
Just one that Deke knows of, a herd of moon calves. They live in a clearing of trees up this footpath. Deke will see you there.
Hello, Deke. Is this the clearing you mentioned?
It is. Moon calves gather near the large tree with the spiral pattern in front, but only under the light of the moon. So, unfortunately, unless you have a way to hasten time, you might sometimes have to wait until nightfall to see them.
That's enough. You guys have a good night.
You too. Bye.
How did you end up at Hogwarts after working for your former master?
Good luck, Pickle.
Deke's prior master had no family, so when he died, all of his house elves were relocated by the ministry. Deke was the most fortunate one, as Deke was sent to Hogwarts. Deke's friends were not as fortunate.
I shall go and find a mooncalf then.
Deke will be waiting for your return.
Whole game.
Arresto momentum. There. I'm not going to hurt you. It was a bit trickier than the others, but I have a mooncalf now.
Another beast, safe and sound. Shame we didn't see the mooncalves dancing. It's a marvelous sight. Deke supposes you're finished here. He'll be able to rescue many more beasts, but for now, let's bring the ones you've gathered back to the room.
All right.
Deke will meet you back in the room whenever you're ready. There you are. Now, we need to show the beast you rescued their new home. But, not enough room to let them out here. Imagine all those beasts running amok. That wouldn't do at all. Perhaps if you focus on what your beasts need, the room will provide. What exactly did you think of? Heavens! You've done it!
But what is it?
Deke isn't sure. Only one way to find out. Meet you inside when you're ready.
The tables just appeared out of nowhere.
Look at this. It's amazing.
Where are we, Deke?
It seems to be a place for your beasts to live, a vivarium of some sort. Oh, your beasts will be quite comfortable here. They'll live healthy, safe lives. Perhaps you want to release them, let them see their new home. Oh! Deke thinks the vivarium will be a fitting new home for your beasts.
Indeed. I only hope we'll have enough space for all of them.
Deke hopes so too. But if you do run out of room, Madam Peck at Brood and Peck in Hogsmeade will help to find safe homes for them.
Any beasts that the room can't hold?
Yes, she's well known for helping to care for beasts in need, and she'll give you a fair price for them. Speaking of care, beasts that are well fed and groomed will provide you with valuable magical materials, such as puffskein hair, for example. If you gather some magical materials from your beasts, Deke can show you how to use them.
Very well. I shall let you know when I have some.
Deke thinks you are doing good work here.
Revelio. I've collected some magical materials, Deke.
Now, Deke can show you how to use them. First, you'll need to use this spellcraft to conjure an enchanted loom.
An enchanted loom?
Exactly. It will allow you to use your magical materials to weave magic into the very threads of your clothing, making your clothing more useful in a variety of ways. Why don't you try it? Deke thinks you'll be impressed with what the loom can do.
I'll go and experiment with the loom now.
Alright, I think I'm gonna head to bed.
Okay. Have a good night.
I'll catch you later. See ya.
See ya.
That came out nicely. I should show Deke. I use the enchanted loom, Deke.
Wonderful.
Will I be able to weave even more powerful magic into my clothing with the loom?
You will, by rescuing even more powerful beasts. For now, however, Deke suggests you explore the vivarium and get to know the beasts you've already rescued.
Can I use the loom to enhance any item of clothing?
The loom will only enhance clothing of a certain quality. Deke suspects you'll find more valuable clothing as you explore. Deke also knows that some of the shops in Hogsmeade can provide you with a variety of clothing for you to enhance.
Thank you for your help, Deke. Hogsmeade, here I come.
Hello. Mind you, don't turn quick. If you're stuck
Revelio.
with a full feather, it doesn't half hurt.
Revelio. Hello.
Welcome to Brood and Peck. I'm Ellie Peck. And before you ask, I'm out of a Braxton hair. The lot of it was bought up by a trader in Ottery St. Catchpole. Made me take it in person, they did. No care that I had to shut the shop. Apparently had a bad experience with someone shipping them hair for my Wampus cat. Must have been someone from America, no doubt, because we don't even have them here. Anyway, what are you here for? Mooncarved fur? Derrickle feathers? Always have trouble collecting them myself as the bird keeps disappearing. Cheeky thing. Used to carry them in the shop, Derricles. But people kept asking for their money back when they'd get home and the blasted things would be nowhere in sight.
I can imagine that would be rather frustrating.
There's worse. Trust me. Most of the suppliers of whooper feathers may as well be living in St. Mungo's. Not surprising, I suppose, the cry in those things. Oh, but such marvellous feathers. Almost worth going mad for.
Sounds like stocking your shelves comes with some hazards.
Truer words never spoken. Used to carry beasts themselves. Good business it was, but had it up to here with parents grumbling. Not my fault if the little ones caught a flea of an easel. Ooh, you should have heard them. No, best with byproducts. And I do like to make sure the beasts are safe and well cared for. Couldn't guarantee that with some of these prospective owners. Now, why don't you have a good look around? Stocks change all the time, and not just because they disappear. Always best to pop in whenever you can to get things before they run out. Which they used to literally do.
Thank you, I will.
Take all the time you need. And thank you for stopping by. A treat to have you here.
What do you have for sale?
Now, what sorts of beast byproducts might you be looking to acquire? I don't mind selling things for certain clients. You know where to find me. I'll not mind seeing you here again. Consider yourself.
I've always said that travel broadens the mind.
Revelio. Accio.
You can't keep your eyes off the pretty. Quick flick of a frock and you fall to pieces.
Confringo. Revelio. Confringo. Revelio.
Lumos. Wingardium Leviosa.
Confringo. Accio.
Revelio.
This must be the Dirical den that Miss Moffat told me about. Now where is Gwenira? Arrest the moment. Got her. Now I need to let Miss Moffat know. Arrest the momentum. I'll look after you.
You can't imagine how inconvenient travel was before I invented flu powder.
It's like a place right out of a storybook.
Oh, hello. Any luck?
Miss Moffat, I caught Gwenira.
That's incredible. Was it terribly difficult?
Not too bad, if you know what you're doing.
Don't be so humble about it. Well, may I have her now?
Of course.
Oh, you're too kind. She has such exquisite plumage. Oh, I shall make the finest attire from her feathers. And she'll have a good life too, of course. Ah. Thank you so much for bringing me Gwenira. I shall keep her safe and only use her feathers sparingly.
map. No, we don't want Hogwarts. We want Hogwarts. Go here. Here. Love you too, Anna.
Arresto momentum.
Be chocobo, right? It's a dodo though.
Deke hasn't seen this many plants here before. Deke thinks you should be proud of all the potions you've brewed.
Oh. My potions master yet? Maybe. I have been making a bunch of them. Felix. What is that? Is that a potion?
Sometimes it seems all roads lead to Hogsmeade.
If so, I cannot make those because these are all the potions I can't. These are the only ones I can make. Edoras, Maxima, Focus, Thunder Brew, and Invisibility.
Ah, it's always nice to see a familiar face. Nothing like finding just the right thing, is there?
Want everything from him. Alrighty, I'm gonna end stream, just a bit of a shorter stream tonight. Tomorrow afternoon, we'll do some Diablo 3. And then Thursday, we'll play some more of this Thursday night. But guys, I shall see you tomorrow afternoon. Have a good rest of your day. Bye.